Championed for digitizing all its services, however, it is the same technology that threatens the state of Kenya's economy after various digital platforms in the country were hacked by a malicious group Thursday morning. And despite ICT Cabinet Secretary Eliud Owalo's assurance to Kenyans that government has extinguished the threats posed by the hackers and built robust systems to protect the data of Kenyans online, most of the digital platforms that were hacked are still faulty, a situation that delays transactions and slows down Kenya's economy, as our reporter Dennis Otieno tells us.
Anonymous rogue hackers Thursday morning claimed responsibility of hacking various digital platforms in the country and frustrating millions of Kenyans who depended on the platforms to facilitate their day-to-day activities and businesses. ICT Cabinet Secretary Eliud Owalo, however, through an official statement, assured Kenyans that the government's technical experts had worked on the issue and removed all threats, while at the same time added robust security features to prevent such attacks in the future.
It was an attempted attack, an unsuccessful one at that. It was not a hacking. There's a difference between an attempted attack and a hack. A hack means you get into the system and adulterate whatever is domiciled in there, or you interfere with the data that you find there. There was no breach of data. There was no infringement on the privacy and security of our data. So I want to assure all Kenyans that our data is safe. Our mitigation framework around the system repulsed that attempt.
A day after CS Owalo's assurance, however, Kenyans continue to grapple with challenges of accessing a few digital services on the eCitizen portal as well as mobile banking. To put this into test, we try to access the eCitizen portal to see if the parameters in the website are working.
Yesterday's attempt was actually a botched attempt. It is what is described as a distributed denial of services, a DDoS, which has no bearing on the system and does not get to infringe on the data that Kenyans have in the cyberspace. And it is not unique to Kenya. Governments, agencies, ministries, and even corporate globally are facing the challenge of cyber criminality and cyber attacks.
The attack comes barely 4 weeks after President William Ruto launched various government services on the eCitizen platform to increase efficiency and minimize corruption. However, after the attack, the question remains, are Kenyans willing to have their sensitive information posted on the government digital platforms?
To have the government in our hands and very close to us.
According to CS Owalo, all data in the government systems is safe since they were not hacked. Instead, malicious individuals came up with a system to send multiple requests to one website at the same time, thus clogging its response time.
As much as we have addressed the current challenge, long term, I want to also assure Kenyans that we have got adequate technical capacity within government to put in place an elaborate mitigation framework for purposes of ensuring that we have got data privacy and data security so that we have sustainable digital transformation.
Despite CS Owalo's assurance that the situation has been handled effectively, the Office of the Data Protection Commissioner has urged Kenyans to exercise caution on their social media platforms and on the internet so as to avoid malicious attacks from the hackers. It is yet to be seen how fast the Ministry of ICT will fully restore the affected digital platforms in a situation that is a race against time, since the country continues to lose revenue through slow or blocked transactions.
We want to tell you that this is the ecosystem. You scan your face, your fingerprint.
Dennis Otieno, TV47.
IDs the way they are into a digital ecosystem without having to reprint